Yeah, he's standing outside. Eli seems to be done. Let's go collect our first of our unique eggs we still have to do. It probably was done for a while, but yeah, we were running around in Kanto, so didn't quite have the time to check this place out. In between chapters, we do have that time. Shut up, Arnie. I don't care. Well, anyway, we have Electabuzz's egg. Let's also get Electabuzz himself back. Which is perfect, because we have another new Pokemon to input, which can also give us an egg. Also happens to be an electric type. Deposit. You, Eli. Not the egg, of course. I need to run around with that for a while. And let's withdraw my new Pikachu. Level 4. Super low level. That's something you rarely see. But you are going to go in here next. It's time for you to have some fun with Ditmar. Oh, Ditmar's having a great time in this game so far. He/she is having a good time with a lot of different Pokemon in this game. Right. Perfect. Because this way we can actually spend some time for this new egg to actually appear. And also run around with our current one. Because my next plan is actually to run around in Johto for a while. And actually try to catch 2 legendary Pokemon. Indeed, 2. We still have the final Gerbil we need to try to catch. But there's also a new side quest that actually unlocks with the obtaining of the Rainbow Wing randomly back in Pewter City. Let's go get my good Pokemon back. And it's time to head out. Not the first time we've been running around in Johto trying to catch Gerbils. We have 2 of them already. Still need to find that 3rd one. Let's get plenty of Ultra Balls. 10. And we are good to go again. I'll try to do the quest involving the Rainbow Wing first, but I can also explain how the Gerbil catching actually works fully. Whenever entering a route where Pokemon can appear, always check out your Pokédex. Of course, it does not matter if you check them in towns, because there wild Pokemon won't appear. So the moment you enter a new route/town, it does not matter if you're entering a town, because then it won't matter where these guys are. Oh, he is close. On Route 44. However, we are on 45, so it's not going to help us, because if we actually change our scenery, in this case move into Blackthorn and then back again, you will notice this area would have changed. He's now on 43. And that is basically how this works, the Gerbil hunting. You need to get lucky where these guys appear. And hopefully you can actually get them to appear on the route you are currently on. So every single time you move towards a new area, check your Pokédex. See if they are there. Of course, only works if you've met them at least once before. Otherwise you're not able to track them. In the meantime, let's go catch another Pokemon we can now get. In Kanto we actually received the Super Rod at some point. And that will also give us the ability to fish for Dragon Pokemon. Here in the Dragon's Den. Also something that needs to happen. And with the recording still going, might as well do it now. The Super Rod. Even a dragon can't resist this lure. Yeah, there you are. Dratini. Level 40, wow. That's a nice catch. Catching a dragon that's already this high level. Might even become a possibility for one of my teams later on. Yeah. Oh. Did not expect that. Okay, this is going to get annoying. I think I need to put this on my select button. Apparently these guys have high flee ratio. Something that would have been nice to know sooner. try that again. I'm pretty sure Dragon is actually the only thing you can catch here whenever fishing. Oh, now it's an even better one. It's a Dragonair. There's also Magikarp and Gyarados in here, I think, but those you actually encounter the moment you're swimming and not fishing. Let's hope this one does not flee, because I'd much rather actually have a Dragonair. In the first generation I never evolved my Jotini, so this would be a new Pokemon, fully. Not just in this game, but also for the previous one. Well, it's not fleeing so far. Please stay around. Yeah, thank you. Let's go start throwing an Ultra Ball. And if it once again does not work, because of the thing fleeing, I'll return with a Pokemon that can put you to sleep. Apparently that is necessary then. No, he's still staying around. This guy is much more confident than the previous Dratini that we met. Next Ultra Ball. Yeah, this time it did work. I love how the ball also turns blue. Beautiful blue Dragonair. And it's a new Pokemon. So, Pokédex time. The Dragon Pokemon, Dragonair. Its crystalline orbs appear to give this Pokemon the power to freely control the weather. Ah, so you're that kind of Pokemon. Every single time we have bad weather, it's apparently your fault. Well, Drake the second, you actually start immediately at the second stage and are therefore a pretty good catch. Thank you. Well, that's all we can do here. There's still another new Pokemon we need to catch with our Super Rod. A Pokemon that already appeared with our Good Rod, but that was a little bit too tricky to catch, I found out. I think I'll wait until we get to Cinnabar Island, because it should be able to be caught there. So I don't have to go out of my way in order to find Staryu. I'm going to postpone that even longer, you might say. At the same time, I'm hoping it actually takes long enough for my egg to also hatch, so I can immediately start running around with my other egg, which is actually going to be the final one for Pikachu. So we can also take care of that before this game ends. But it's time to start hunting some legendaries. For that, we're going to start here in Ecruteak City. Let's go get Jill out of the PC. With the Entei, we're going to be catching in a moment as well during this. I'm not going to take any chances. With the Dragonair just now, I was able to get away with it, but now I need a sleeping move. Yeah, Jill's been away for a while, so I think she's still in one of the earlier boxes. Let's try 5. Even though a bit lower level than the rest because of being away from the team for a while. It shouldn't matter, because she's still higher level than the Entei we're going to face, with level 48. She should be faster than him, and therefore always have the chance to get her sleep move in before he gets the chance to flee. For the other Pokemon, some different rules will apply. Yeah, more about that in a minute. We're going to do that first, since we're in Ecruteak City now, so... If you're playing along on Pokémon Gold, this is actually something you're able to do right after receiving the Rainbow Wing there, back in Johto still. We can actually enter this little building over here, and that will lead to... Tin Towers off limits to anyone without Ecruteak Gym's badge. Ah, Ecruteak's Gym badge. Please, go right through. Yeah, but whenever playing in Pokémon Silver, you actually need to wait a bit longer than just receiving the Ecruteak Gym badge. Because similar to the Silver Wing being required before Lugia appears, we are actually going to hunt a Pokémon that only appears after receiving the Rainbow Wing. Which is pretty early on in Pokémon Gold, but not per se here. Tin Tower. A legendary Pokémon is set to roost here. Another roosting location for a legendary. I think we are interested, aren't we? Similar to the Sprout Tower, this is also a wiggling tower, you might say. But this one is far more advanced because it's much bigger. And also much bigger of a maze. Getting past here is not per se difficult when it comes to trainer battles, because those are non-existent. But it is kind of a maze. With all these one-way jumps. As you can see, these things actually function as one-way jumps. It is also technically possible to encounter some wild Pokemon in here, I'm pretty sure. But that is also pretty rare. So hopefully I'm not going to be bothered by them too much. Item. Yeah, like this. Free Ultra Ball. It did waste 2 catching a Dragonair, so that is a good thing. Super Potion. And am I stuck here or... No, still can get this item. Escape Rope. Interesting. The place seems to know we want to leave after we're done here. Oh, dead end. From this point we are stuck, so we need to go back over here. And... well, still not lost yet, because this place is still new. Yeah. Rare candy. Something I'm going to save for later. And this will actually force us back to the previous floor. Yeah. There's a staircase going down, so we need to go over here again. Ignore you. We now know you are a dead end. Return to where we were. Yeah, this is where we were. Went right last time, let's try going down this time. See if we can actually continue on our pathway. Oh man, all of these splits. Very confusing. Is this it? No, not quite. Still not there yet. It's pretty obvious we need to reach the top of this place. The roosting place of the legendary is of course going to be on top. Oh, and now things get even more complicated. We get warp tiles. Always fun whenever meeting those in a Pokemon game. And therefore we have no idea of the perspective we're heading anymore. Making it a lot more tricky to actually traverse the place. And this is a nugget. Can sell that to a vendor later on. Other than that, it's a dead end, so apparently we need to go in here. Which also leads to a dead end, but also an item. Even though not very important. We have plenty of max elixirs and other types of elixirs already. Apparently this leads nowhere. Let's return fully. And see if we can continue on over here. Another item. Max revive. And then we are forced down. It's got to be the continuation. Eventually we will get there. That is not going to be the problem. Split. Let's go down first. And end up... Are you the end? Yeah, you're the end. Welcome to the top of Tin Tower. With a rainbow wing in hand, which you receive after the Team Rocket quest in Pokémon Gold. And in Pewter City here in Pokémon Silver, you can actually find another legendary bird. This one being the mascot for Pokémon Gold. It's time to input our best team. Even though technically not necessary. I think you know what's coming. But I'd like to make this interesting, so I'm still going to fight it, even though I technically don't have to. Say hello to Ho-Oh, the Pokemon that is the staple for Pokemon Gold. The rainbow bird. And it's level 70, so good luck! Well, choosing Sunny Day at first. And I'm going to put you to sleep. So I'm not going to care about Sunny Day. Of course, he's going to be way faster, but I got lucky. He did not attack me for damage. So while he's sleeping, I can slowly try to drain its HP. It's a flying type, just like Lugia. And also a psychic type, by the way. It's the same type as Lugia, fully. Flying and psychic. But also because of being a legendary, it actually has the ability to learn a wide variety of moves. I'm not exactly too sure what it all knows, so you do need to be very cautious for this guy. Psychic might actually be one of the moves it knows, and Recover is definitely also one of them. Slowly I will drain you. You're 20 levels higher than me, so I'm not able to damage you a whole lot, but as long as you stay asleep, eventually I'll get you to the red portion of your HP bar. Almost. Well, he does seem to be very sleepy at least. It looks like my safety save that I did beforehand is not going to be necessary. You are down on your HP bar, but since you're level 70 and therefore the strongest Pokemon in this game, you are going to deserve my Master Ball. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I said I didn't have to weaken it officially. I could have just thrown this thing immediately at it. Would have always worked. You know how a Master Ball works. But I also like to make this interesting. We have got the second legendary bird, Ho-Oh. Like I explained, the rainbow Pokemon. A legend says that its body glows in 7 colors. A rainbow is said to form behind it when it flies. Well, in that case, I'm actually surprised this thing was able to stay hidden for so long. If it actually leaves a pretty obvious trail behind. You are going to be Howl, actually. My name for Ho-Oh. Always caught very late in Pokémon Silver, but as you can see, definitely still possible. Whenever playing Pokémon Gold, you can definitely get this guy a lot sooner. At the same time, I actually caught Lugia here in Silver. That early on, you can catch Ho-Oh in Pokémon Gold. Also need to go here, by the way. Don't go try finding Ho-Oh on the Whirl Islands. That is still Lugia's spot. But like I said, you need a Silver Wing there. And in Pokémon Gold, that's the item you're going to receive later. Funny how it works like that. But at least, in the end, I have both of them now. Next thing on the agenda is actually trying to wait until my Pikachu egg is ready. Which is definitely not now yet, since we barely started. I'm going to hunt for Entei. And hopefully that will take long enough to also let that happen. Wish me luck. Time to see if we're able to catch you, sir. I do like how it's interesting that the damage that I actually gave him the first time I met him is still here. He never bothered to find a place to heal. Well, it does give me a little bit of a head start. Ice Punch. Powder Snow. Yeah, it's not going to be super effective, so I think I can use that safely. It's a fire type. He's able to withstand ice, therefore. I can do one more, but I'll try to do a weaker one, just in case. Need to be careful for critical hits, of course. I think we are there. Allow me. Oh, oops. Don't accidentally attack him. Ultra Ball, that's what I need. Suddenly I'm out of Master Balls, so Ultra Ball it is. One more. Or perhaps even 7 more. You're never too sure with these guys. Oh man, having to try to catch Ho-Oh this way, that definitely would have been a chore. A level 70 Pokemon, even if it were asleep, I think even 50 Ultra Balls wouldn't have been enough. Even then, of course, it's still possible officially. But because of its high level, those chances are going to be so low, it wouldn't be a surprise if you actually need at least 50 Ultra Balls to catch a Pokemon like that. So, indeed, always make sure to save your Master Ball for the strongest Pokemon in the game. That is always the best bet. So, back asleep. Time to throw some more balls at you. Eventually you're going to stay in one. You know how it works. Thank you for not fleeing in the meantime. I know because of my higher level, those chances are going to be a bit lower. Officially, his chances of him escaping from me are not that high, because of me being the higher level Pokemon. And therefore, he does not always try. Giving me more opportunities. And eventually catch the final legendary Pokemon in this game. We have caught Entei at last. The first gerbil we were to meet in this game, but the final one to actually also obtain. Volcano Pokemon Entei. A Pokemon that races across the land. It is said that one is born every time a new volcano appears. How many volcanoes are there in this world? One? The one on Cinnabar Island is the only one, I think. Therefore there's only one. Enzo. And that is my name for you. Concluding our catching of legendary Pokemon.